Uh, all right. Well, let's hop on the trailer train here. Um, so, hmm, we can stick with our kid stuff, I guess. SpongeBob, The Quest for Squarepants. Got
Yeah.
our first look at this movie coming out for basically Christmas. Uh, looks bad. Um, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
It'll just never die, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Good
Is
old
it?
butt jokes there.
We just gotta consider SpongeBob to be the most successful, like, I don't know, kid teen show. I don't know, of all time. I don't know.
Um, I mean, you're not super off base on that. I mean, SpongeBob has been around for what 25, 20, almost 30 years at this point.
Yeah, and
Um,
we're still getting in theater releases. Like, I
I
don't know,
mean,
unless you want to like bring up Pokemon into the conversation. But
Pokemon does really well. It's not fair because it's video games. I mean, SpongeBob has video games, but I mean,
I
Pokemon
mean,
is.
Pokemon has the anime TV show that's still super popular with kids and teens.
I,
I
I
mean, I know it's unfair because they have all this other stuff connected to it, but
well, it started
does
as
that
a.
mean it's not a
It
show?
did it start as a card game or started as a video game?
It started as a card game, I believe.
Yeah. Well, SpongeBob started as a TV show, so uh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. SpongeBob, um, uh, SpongeBob's pretty huge. I mean, everybody knows SpongeBob. Um, People in different countries know SpongeBob. Um, Same with Pokemon, but I think Pokemon is unfair comparison. I don't know.
That was the only comparison I could give because that's the only thing that I could possibly think is, makes more money and wide appeal as SpongeBob.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That being said, the movie looks not good. I do not like the animation style. Is weird. It looks wrong.
It's
Um,
it's like if they like had AI make it, or they took like a bunch of doofuses in a boardroom or something and was like, we need to do something that the new kids want to appeal to or something. You know what I mean? Like just wrong takes on all accounts. And then they were like, "Oh, I also do all that, make it cheap." So
yeah, it looks like claymation AI. Yeah, it's super weird looking. Um, it's so sad to know that SpongeBob used to be so well made and they put so much care into like them actually being funny and like good. And the original guy, he died. But he had left the show, and then that's when they started to become bad. And then he came back, and apparently the show was good again for when he was back, and then he died. So, like the first movie was, like the first SpongeBob movie is good. I mean, I like it. I think it's funny, and he oversaw that movie, and everything that he hasn't oversaw has been pretty awful. So, yeah, I don't have high hopes that that movie will be good. Um, I mean, it's coming out at the same time as Avatar.
so someone picked that?
Yeah, Dad picked SpongeBob. I think it'll make money. I just don't think it'll make a lot of
I'm
money.
laughing, but Elio made like 2 cents.
Elio
So
made 3 cents
SpongeBob
and a
might
bag
make
of
five
chips.
cents. So
Yeah, I think SpongeBob will make a lot more than Elio. But because they do like seeing people like seeing kids movies during the holidays. I mean, they have the time off and they see kids movies. I mean, Mufasa made so much money, and that movie was lame. So they just find something to watch, and I think that'll carry over into January and stuff, as well as Avatar. So yeah, I don't know. I think it looks bad. Butt jokes and underwear and whatever.
Underwear.
Plank or not plankton. Squidward would never laugh at that. That's not a Squidward thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they just clearly whoever's writing it don't understand the characters or the originals. They don't.
Yeah,
It doesn't
the,
matter.
it's all the same actors. They're all still alive. They're all still doing the voices. I would just be like, you'd think they would be like, this is dumb. But
I
I mean,
mean,
they've
you almost
give,
get into like how what's his head in Star Wars was kind of like saying this might not be the Luke Skywalker you remember when like the first
yeah.
one was coming out and stuff. Like they're still gonna take their paycheck, but yeah, they what else are they gonna do? They're kind of relegated to Spongebob for the rest of their lives,
I
unfortunately.
mean, those guys. Every single person is set from
Yeah,
SpongeBob alone. So yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. Yeah. Well, that's a bummer. Um, it's too bad. Just looks like Minions or whatever. Just slop. Kids will eat
yeah.
anything. Whatever. Oh well. Let's talk about one of the TV shows that me and Andrew both watch. And that's what we're going to talk about. It is the morning show. Um, the teaser for this fourth season was pretty bad. Uh,
I'm glad we're in the same boat because
Weird
yeah,
CG. They just didn't. For some reason, they didn't want to like show any of the show for some reason. I mean, it's coming out in September, so it's not like it's far away. So I don't know what they're doing. We got um, people like John Hamm returning. I thought he was done, but they have some interesting additions to the cast. Boyd Holbrook and Marion Cotillard and Oscar nominated people, and they're adding on. I mean, they're good actors. I'm curious, the guy from The Good Place. So I'm curious what you know what they're gonna do here, but it's interesting that they would do just this very weird CGI thing to sell this season is weird to me.
CG. Are
A
you thinking it
CG
was
green screen. Yeah, it looked like didn't even look like they were in front of like a real building. It just looks like
That's
they're
true. You're
green
right.
screen and
You're
they
right.
CGI'd a building. Yeah.
Yeah, they clearly weren't all there to film that trailer.
I don't think that they wanted to get the permits to lock down like a New York street. They don't want to pay for it, so they're like,
Mm,
and shut it down. So they're like, we'll just put them in front of green screen CGI the people.
yeah, could have just built like a set. I don't know.
I don't know. It was weird. And the end of the last season wasn't particularly great. So I don't know. I like the show though. I think that show is pretty good. Um, I don't know if I'm going to get Apple again to watch it, but I do like the show. So
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're kind of pushing the limits of those two specific characters.
yeah,
Like, we gonna have Bradley like rediscover herself for the fourth time around. I don't know. It's just like I was tired of it last season. I thought her arc was really dumb.
yeah. Well, I thought her arc was fine until the ending. So whatever. Um, Yeah, we'll see what happens. But we'll see what happens in September, I guess. Um, all right, and this one caught my interest. This is Relay. The director of Hell or High Water. I think Hell or High Water is a very good movie. I don't know. Have you seen that one?
Um, might have been when I started.
It was written by Taylor Sheridan. That was like when he was in making just good movie after good movie, and then he went to just make TV shows for Middle America. Was when he did like Wind River and stuff like that. But Hell or High Water is a good movie. It's like basically a modern western with Jeff Bridges and Chris Pine and Ben Foster. That's a good movie.
Maybe I have seen it.
Yeah, they're like
Definitely an older film. So yeah.
2016. Ben Foster and Chris Pine are on the run. They're brothers.
I do remember some kind of movie like that, I think. But the thing is, Chris Pine's made some other like crappy movies that kind of are. I might be thinking of the wrong one type of thing.
Maybe because that's not a
So
crappy movie. So anyway,
yeah,
this movie, you got Riz Ahmed and Lily James, and she's like a whistleblower, but she's trying to get the information to somebody who will actually make sure it gets seen and known and stuff. And they have like people that'll communicate it without getting having people come after them or whatever. I think this looks interesting, kind of Bourne-esque. I think is what they're kind of going for. I like the actors. I forgot that Riz Ahmed won an Oscar, but he's a good actor. Yeah, I'm interested in this movie, and I like the people that have are making it. So I'm interested. What'd you think?
um, I think it's gonna come down to the execution of it. I think the idea is good. Um, But yeah, the execution, like if they just execute it all wrong and there's all these plot holes and stuff that are just going to annoy me to no end, then I'm going to get upset with it. But I think the potential's there. It could be like a solid like 7 or 8 is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I get you. Um, cool. Yeah, hopefully it is good. Um, but yes, I like movies that are not really like on my radar at all because there's definitely a smaller movie, and then the trailer kind of takes my attention, and I'm definitely interested. There's been a few of those so far this year that I've go, okay, well, maybe this will be good. There's always usually like a small movie that kind of takes my attention and makes it on my top 10, if not my number one, a lot of the times. So, who knows? Um, but yeah, that's all the trailers I got. Thank you for watching part of the Daniel and Andrew Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you don't like looking at our faces, no problem. There's always a full audio version of the podcast wherever you find your podcast. Thank you and enjoy.